G'day YouTubers, Cornwall here. Thank you for joining me for another video today. And we're back, we're on a roll, we're doing more videos. And this time it's something really interesting that Forza just suddenly announced in their June update. It's taken me a while to get the video out because I just wanted to get some of the technical aspects of my head around them a little bit, although I've done it on other sim racing games. And you may have noticed it, or you may not have noticed it in the patch notes, and it's the UDP settings, which is basically the data from when you're doing a racing game that the game can output. And basically what they've done, they've now allowed different apps and devices and different things to be able to connect to the game, and these are third-party devices, so you can have your own little dashboard and different things like that, which is really exciting. Project Cars has done it for both of their games, and it's been in sim racing for quite a while, and you can have so many different applications that third-party people can write for you to help you become a better driver, get more things on screen, you can have a different view on your game but still have a dashboard and see things. So let me show you what I mean. This is a Fire tablet, which is something else I'll tell you about shortly, and you can see a dashboard on here. Grab my Xbox One controller, which is currently running Forza, press the acceleration button and you can see that changing gear and driving, although I'm driving into a wall, but you can actually see it on there doing things as I'm pressing the button, and it's real time. The downside to this, just yet, is the fact that you can't stop that vibrating on my legs, it's put me off, is that the data is limited. So it is limited to I think it's just literally the speedo, so acceleration, deceleration. I'm not sure if it does lap times. I think it does do lap times in your position, and I think fuel. But what you can do with a lot of games, you can have your tyre wear, and on this one in particular, this app, this is Sim Dashboard, you can flick between different screens. This is on an Amazon Kindle, oops, Amazon Kindle, if it doesn't drop it, which is actually an Android app. So let's get into it. I actually have this on my phone as well. I have an Android phone, and the Sim Dashboard, I would say, is probably one of the best. Apple devices are a little bit funny because Apple are funny about people connecting to different things. Don't get me wrong, I like Apple. I have converted recently from an iPhone, I say recently, last couple of years, to an Android phone, and I am preferring that, but that might be because I'm a bit of a geek, a bit techie. So if you've got an Android phone, great, Sim Dashboard, but this is very interesting. So this is an Amazon Kindle device, as I said, which go for about £30–40. Probably in CAX you can get them a lot cheaper. And what you can do, I'm not going to tell you how to do this, you can go on YouTube yourself and find out, but you can actually put the Android or the Google Play Store on here, install it, run it, and you can see that running on there, no problem at all. And it just gives you that little bit bigger screen, whereas my phone, which I've got the S7 Edge, and obviously you've got all the bigger phones and stuff, it's still good, but this just means I can use this purely for this now. My mum and dad bought me this because they thought I could just muck around with it, which I have done. The tablet itself is meh, but the fact that I've now got this, which is fairly inexpensive compared to if you wanted to buy a Samsung tablet or a Samsung phone or other Android phones, you've got your LGs and different things like that, it just gets a little bit expensive. So this, for 30 quid, and the app itself is free, but then you have to have in-app purchases. I think it cost me £5 to get all the different add-ons, and I'll show you the app shortly, but it does a lot of different games as well. So if you have Project Cars 2, if you have the F1 game and things like that, or do any on your PC as well, you can use this for all of it, and then you can amend it yourself. Now, the reason for the delay in doing the video is I have spent quite a bit of time messing around and setting up my own dashboard, so I could show you guys different things, different layouts and whatnot. However, because of the limitations that Forza have got just now, because they're trickling out the data feeds, I couldn't get it all to work because I was actually setting up my own dashboard and I was going to go, oh, look what I've created, but it's not worked out that way. So without going into it too much, I'm going to show you how to set this up on the phone or whatever itself, because I'm going to do a bit of screen recording off my phone, which you'll see shortly, and then also show you how to set it up in the game. So let's get straight to it, show you how to set it up, and then you guys can get to it as well. And then as the updates come out, I will just show you, or look out on my Twitter feed and different things, but you'll see different bits that will come out. I'm really looking forward to the fact that you can hopefully have your lap times split times, see where you're doing better, see where you're doing worse. And there are different things on the PC that you can download as well, not necessarily apps, but if you have a PC or a laptop, where you can actually have a race engineer tell you different things. You're slower in this corner, you're slower in that corner, but that just depends on Forza releasing more of the telemetry. And you can also get some where you can do a few laps and it will tell you where you're going slower, where you're braking too hard and things like that. It's very, very technical stuff, very, very exciting. About time Forza's got onto it. So without further ado, let's get to it, show you how to set it up so you guys can enjoy the fun too.
Okay, so you're on your app on the phone there, so automatically it's gone to a dashboard layout once you've opened the app. It's already selected the game. If it's not selected the game, you just press the arrows on the left there, and then you'll see obviously it's already got Forza Motorsport 7, but you can select all the other different ones as well. So make sure you've got Forza Motorsport 7 selected. Hit the 3 dots in the top right hand corner, and then click Forza 7 UDP config. So you click that. And it'll just tell you basically what you need to do. There is a little video as well, a little tutorial that will just show you how to do this. So you select your platform, scroll down, and you'll see your address, IP address, and then the port as well. So the IP address is the IP address of your phone, and this is what you need to input in to the actual game itself, and also the port. The one thing to bear in mind is that your IP address could change, so just make sure you give yourself plenty of time before you start racing and you wanted to use this. Just because an IP address has a certain length of lease on it, without getting too technical, it changes. So just make sure you check it. So once you've done all that, you hit OK. Once you've put it into the game, which I'm going to show you in just a few seconds, it will then sync up. And if you've got an empty layout, I'll just quickly show you now. If you just press the pencil, it will come up with the arrows and that. And this is how you can actually physically do your own. You hit the plus, and then hit the picture at the top, just click OK, because that was just warning us about the different limitations at the moment with Forza Motorsport 7. You can do it from scratch from another game. I'm just going to do it from template, and then the one that you saw on my Kindle there was the CDL, and obviously there's loads of different ones. I quite like this one. Hit that, hit install, click OK, click the tick, that's it, it's saved. And then if I just double tap that, that is it. In full screen on screen there. Just going to pick up my controller and you'll see that that is working, and if I rev, it is very, very responsive. So there I am maxing it out, and obviously you've got your little lights at the top, and it's all fully customizable, which is fantastic. So yeah, that's it. That's basically how you do it on your app, and how it works. And like I say, you can have different settings. That's another dashboard that I've got there, just scrolling across, but unfortunately that one doesn't work just yet. The lights might come up, I'm not sure. Yeah, there you go. But this is the one where I've put split times and things like that, but unfortunately it's not outputted that data just yet. But you can do things like that, and hopefully more and more will come as we go. So let's get into the game, and I'll show you where to input this into the game, and then you're all set and ready to go. Okay, so I've just pulled over to the side of the road here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit the menu button, and I'm just going to go down to options, go into HUD, and go all the way down to okay, so once we're here, this might be turned off. You need to turn that on. And the IP address that you've just got from your phone, which is the IP address of your phone, you need to type in here. So press X, don't press A. I always press A and just end up accepting it. So you press X, type in your IP address, and then you also put the port in. Now you can change the port if you want, but this is the one that works for me, and this is just the default. So once you've put that in, press accept, and then as long as you've got a layout on your phone, like I did have it on mine, when you go back and it's live and it's picked it up, once you press the accelerator, your app will do something too, and it'll all be synced up. So that's basically how you can start using your phone as a speedo and different things, and hopefully as the updates come along, they'll start giving us more and more telemetry, do more and more things with these. I can do a little setup of all the different screens that I like and that you can flick across if you're doing an endurance race or whatever, and hopefully it'll make us all better racers and we can have a little bit more info. So anybody that does do these kinds of races with forums and stuff, hopefully you know, you'll be able to see, yeah, I'm quicker in this sector, I'm losing time in that sector. You want to be a bit more competitive, or if you're doing an endurance race and you just want to keep an active eye on your tyre wear, once they release that information, then fantastic, you've got it there. Or if you'd like a different view, sometimes I like to race like that, or sometimes I like to race like this, but you can actually turn that speedo off there if you want to risk that, or turn off other things on your screen to make it a little bit more authentic, and you don't have to have all this stuff on the screen. So that's it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope you learned something, and it's going to help you. It's all going to help us. It's going to be great. So don't forget to throw this video a thumbs up if this has been useful for you, if you've learned something, if you've enjoyed it, or if you've just enjoyed me coming back and doing more videos. I'm going to try and keep them coming. I've been a bit lax. I've had a few personal issues and whatnot. It's just one of them things. Life gets in the way. I've got quite a demanding job, but we will carry on. So until next time, guys, thank you very much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all those fantastic things, and I shall see you all on the next video.